Hi, I'm Virginia, and this is my first video. Okay, I start again. Hi, my name is Virginie, and that's me starting over. So I explain to you quickly. Today, July 1st, and it's Canada Day. I live in Canada, and I have a free day off, and I was thinking, how can I start over my life? That's a question we all ask ourselves so many times, but because we have maybe a stable situation, we're like, yeah, start over, maybe start a new passion and go for art classes or Pilates. I don't know. But today, I want to be freaking transparent with you. So, my name is Virginie. I'm 42. I have a stable situation in life. I have a job. I have money. I own my own condo. I have a nice husband. I have a dog. I have family. You know, on paper, I should be happy. But there is something inside of me which I'm struggling with for years is that I want to be free. And freedom is a very common feeling. Every human being wants to be free, but there is a level of freedom that internally you really know what your freedom would mean for you. Your sense of freedom is not the same as mine. And that's what is amazing in life. We are all so different. And today, this year, I'm 42. And speaking with so many women, I realized that we are so many to need, want, but need a change, a real change. And so today I sat with my notebook, a pen, and I was like, what do I want to freaking change? If today I want to be really honest with myself, vulnerable, not thinking about any consequences of what I would say out loud, what I would do. And so, to give you some context, also, so because I didn't tell you everything, the thing is that I am also an entrepreneur since 2019. So I started before pandemic. I think I always had leadership, but in 2019 something happened, something clicked, and I got it. I was like, yeah, I want to do my own things. I love it. I love to be in control and to do stuff for myself. But there is a lot of fears in me. And one of my biggest fear is to be financially secure. And for that, I always stick to a job. And it's okay. It's totally okay. I know so many entrepreneurs that they have a job, a regular job, and also their own company. It's totally okay. Even more that the cost of living today it's so high that you have no choice. But I watched some videos recently, and it was these people talking about the fact that YouTube changed their life, like literally changed their life. And I was like, why don't I give a shot? You know, sometimes we are so much in our head, and we have this imposter syndrome, and we think we are not good enough. And even more women, even more millennials women, we always think that we need an extra degree, or we need more certifications or more skills to do stuff. But at the end of the day, what you are is way already enough. And I was like, okay, what if I take this challenge and I tell myself, you know what, Virginie, YouTube's gonna change your life too. How? I don't freaking know. And so I came up with a delusional dream and goal, which is okay, you know what? Let's take the challenge. YouTube's gonna change my life, but also it's gonna bring something big. Let's say in the next 12 months, I'm gonna make $100,000 from YouTube. How? I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm like, you know what? I don't care. What do I have to lost to lose? You see, I'm French. I'm French, and sometimes, I feel bad because of my accent, or I'm like, I don't have enough vocabulary. Vocabulary. Oh my God, And so many of us are like this. In Canada, I have a lot of immigrants friends, and they're from Europe, South America, and sometimes they're like, oh, I would love to make a channel or content in English, but I feel I don't speak way enough. And my husband is 100% English, and he always tell me, your English is perfect. So I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I don't give a flying freak anymore. I'm gonna do it in English. I'm gonna talk to the camera, and I'm gonna get my notes. And what I'm gonna do every weeks, I'm gonna document everything I think about, what I'm dreaming of, what I want to do, and try to reach this goal, which is in the next 12 months, I'm gonna make $100,000 from YouTube. Again, I don't know how. You know, when you think about your past experiences, about your life, about your jobs, about everything you lived in your life, you have so many skills, so many skills. And we take so many time, we take it for granted because we are exhausted and we have to do everything. And even more when you're a woman, you are a mother, a spouse, you have to think like two CEOs to manage all your life. And it brings you so many skills, but you tend to forget that you are great enough. And also, why I want to do that. Okay, everybody has a why in life. Whatever you thought about it or you don't, you have a why. You have a vision and a mission. So most of the time, when we think about our mission, we're like, I don't really know what is my mission. But you have a vision. You must have a vision. It's for sure. You see, for me, my vision is to live in a world where women are in peace. That's it sounds cheesy, but it sounds unreal too because women are not in peace. Not at all. We are in 2026 this year, and women are always beaten, harassed, abused mentally, physically. We are not in peace. So my vision for me is to contribute, to this movement, which is how can I help women to feel more confident, more comfortable, to make better, bolder decisions for themselves. And so my mission, which comes from my vision, is like, okay, I need to do something. And so in my businesses on the side, for instance, I organize, in-person events. I make sure to build safe space for women. That's something which, for me, it's the most important thing. It's because for me, it's so easy. It's my genius zone. I know how to organize events. So I was like, okay, I'm going to dig into that. But you have also a vision and a mission for yourself. And why I'm doing that today too at 42 and telling you that I'm just an ordinary woman like you, probably. I mean, we are all extraordinary because we are all unique. And so I want to do that also to push you a little more towards your better version of yourself, because I'm pretty sure you are maybe the same age as me, or you're 45, or you're 50, or you're 60, and you're like, "Mm, it's too late for me. It's too late." And that's freaking bullshit. I'm sorry to say that it's not true at all. I heard so many good stories about people who were like starting over at 60, even 70. Your life is not over till you are alive and you breathe and you don't have, you know, you are not in pain constantly because of a bad disease, or and even if you would have a disease, so many people have cancer and they fight for their life. They want to feel alive. They want to be alive. They're like, okay, let's book a trip, or let's do something. People want to be alive. And I'm doing that because at my age, a lot of people are in maybe in the same company for 10, 20 years, even more, or they are in a job that they hate so much because they have very bad managers. I changed jobs so much since I immigrated to Canada. I came 14 years ago. I had so many jobs, and I know by fact that very few companies give proper management training to their directors, to their C-level people. And it's a very bad thing because companies spend so much money in stupid stuff, really stupid, just thinking about restaurants, or like bottles of wines, or sometimes companies, they spend so much money in stuff that people don't care. Employees don't care. Employees care to be respected, to be heard, to see a change in the management skills of their directors, but it never happens. Why? Because human beings are selfish, and rich people just want to stay rich and they don't care about the little people. So that's why 85% of people are so unhappy at work. And when I heard the other day that YouTube can change your life, I'm like, girl, I mean, you got me. It's like gospel, in my ears. It's you. I don't know if YouTube, for instance, for me, it's gonna change my life. But if you listen this video and you feel that that's the message you had to heard, take it. Take it, because you have no idea how talented you are. And even more, I want to talk about AI. Even more in an era that AI is increasing so much. It's taking some jobs. Yes, that's true. Like AI can do a faster job now than a human being. It's true. But there is something AI cannot bring at the table. It's human connections. It's human capacities. It's human skills. It's soft skills. Even if Claude or ChatGPT tells you, "Oh yes, I haven't thought about that. Oh, be kind with yourself. Don't beat yourself up." Yes, that's true. ChatGPT can say that. But when you are face to face with another human and you build something together, it's way more powerful than a simple prompt. And more we going up towards, in the future, more your human skills is gonna be so much valuable. And that's why I believe we need to gather together on YouTube on other platforms, but we need to gather and talk like human to human, and we need each other. And if you're like me, over 40, you had a training, you have education, you have experience in this life, and someone needed, someone really, really needed. And that's what I thought. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start my new channel. I'm gonna do that and let's see. And why not being delusional? If some random, stupid kids, I'm sorry, but if a kid of 15 is able to make a lot of money on YouTube, I can do also way more. So that was my thought for today. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for sticking till the end. I don't expect anything. I feel it's the first time in my life that I really don't care how I show up, but I want to show up even more if it impacts your life or someone's life. For me, it's the reward. So thank you so much. Follow me if you haven't done it yet, and talk to you later.